It's that day again. Ben and Maddie here with BSN Live, Business, Sales, and Networking. We're coming to you live every Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. And thank you so much for joining us. Ben, how you doing this morning?
Good morning. How are you doing, Maddie?
Man, I'm fired up, rip-roaring, and ready to go, man.
That's good. It's Tuesday, Tech Tuesday. So we're going to be talking about tools, techs, and apps, right? Stuff that's out there that helps us or doesn't help us or gives us more headaches. All this stuff, right? Because there's so many tools out there in the digital world.
It gets confusing.
So let's talk about one. Let's start it off with yesterday. Right after our live, I had a conversation with Gustavo, and we were talking about the watch party feature on Facebook and how that works. That feature works really well, better than a share. Because when let's say, for example, a video like ours, right? It's only 20 minutes long, or we do it 15 to 20 minutes on Monday. We usually do it that way. Let's say there's some good stuff, good information that you want to share with somebody. You can repost it. That's great. You can also do that as a watch party, meaning that there's a little button on there. It's watch party, and it'll show up on your feed, and you can personally invite a couple people to watch this video, and you can go over the information, and you can have a conversation as like you were on the live, and you are actually the host. We won't be in it unless you invite us in if we're in the host or in the conversation. But it doesn't really matter what video you can do. It could be a sales presentation. It could be whatever you want. But that's a really, really great feature, and take advantage of that feature. The only thing you don't want to be spammy, right? So definitely have a conversation with your friends and let them know, hey, there's a really great video. Let's put it together, or I put together. Can I invite you, or invite a couple friends? And you'll see people start jumping on those parties. The more action, the more likes and loves you have, the more people are going to see
boost it. Totally. And you know what? You're really good at in the groups, the various groups that we're in. If there's people that need some information that you've created a post about, or that's in an announcement, that's something that you had keyed me in on it really early, is put that information out, pin them up as announcements, or just keep those posts handy. And then as those questions arise, it's really easy to say, hey, I answered this in this post, so go ahead and then I'll tag you in it so you can go ahead and check it out. Which it seems to me the watch party elevates that up even further, because now you're watching your live video.
Yeah, that's really, really good. You're right about that. So you can tag them back in the video. There's also a little section I've used before. I always use if there's a video that you really, really enjoy and you want to come back to it, you can save that video in your Facebook, and there's a save section. Play with that feature, and you can always go back to that video. I have a ton to save. Like, I always forget to clean that out too. And then once in a while you sit there like, oh, I don't need that. Okay, great. I'll watch that same video. Maybe it was a silly video of an elephant jumping over a peanut. I don't know. But I have those videos there too, and clean them out and really start to, dissect yourself. It's funny, man. I'll go back and I see this. I'm like, I can't believe it. But we all have those videos in our view section, right?
Absolutely, stuff that we go back to in reference. Yeah. Speaking of that, we got Jojo watching. Jojo, thank you. You're always one of the great supporters here, and I really appreciate it. He says, the BSN show with Ben and Maddie, my favorite morning show. Maddie, explain to your viewers why someone would want to hate Jojo. You made the comment on your live show, you either love him or you hate him. Please clarify. Absolutely, Jojo. I love you, my friend. So what I was referencing was not you in general. It was kind of anybody. When you have a persona online, you're either going to, and the reason you want to do that is two reasons. You want to be yourself and you want to be authentic. And I was actually appreciating how authentic you are. And some people may not appreciate that. So some people may be repelled by people that are strong Italian heritage that like cars. They may not like that. So what you're going to do is, instead of wasting time with somebody that is never going to like you for whatever reasons, you're actually going to repel them away. For me, I would imagine people that I repel are people that don't like louder guys, that aren't real strong, broad-shouldered, guys like that. You know what I mean? I think that's the type of person I would repel. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to love us or hate us, and that's just the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? I hope I explained myself really well. And, if I said misspoke, you got me.
Yeah. One of the things, this is the reason why we started the group, support and encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
We all know when we put ourselves out on social media, when we put our faces out, when we're out posting, promoting our business, you're going to get the haters. If you go back to the early
100%.
Buy-Sell Network, that was a lot of the conversation, was the haters, the people that would come out and troll you.
The DMs you're getting of just hatred posts and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they would post,
get them every day.
Crazy comments, and it happens to me all the time. I've received crazy messages. I'm like, what's this? You get spammers, and that's kind of was the beginning of our mission, was to let people know, hey, the moment you start doing these live videos, the moment you're gonna get critiqued, you're gonna get
absolutely.
And remember this conversation when I had with Dan Locke. If you guys don't know who Dan Locke is,
I remember this.
He's someone that, he was the I told him about what we were doing, and I met him in my business, not my business, but my job area, what I do. And it was just kind of random, and I told him about the whole Buy-Sell Network. He was like, "Oh, that's really good."
What was the question he asked you?
And he said, "Do you have haters yet?" That's the first thing. I went to you guys and I talked to you guys about that. I go, that's the first thing he told me, was, "Do you have haters?"
Totally.
And I go, "Yeah, actually, yeah, I've created a few." And not haters because of what I'm doing. It's just because some people just go out and love to antagonize people, and that's what a lot of people do on social media. They just love.
And they're hiding.
They're hiding, right? They're hiding.
Yeah. And they just try and jab at you because you're trying to do something positive. You're doing these things, and a lot of that hatred comes at you, man. I mean, it's just. And then, once that person rears their head and they're showing you that, it's easy to get rid of them. That's why I really have liked coming on live, because a lot of those people have reared their heads, where I've gotten some really offhand comments and people throwing a lot of shade or things my way. And you know what? You just made it really easy for me to eliminate you out of my life. You don't like me? I don't need to like you. Bye-bye.
Exactly,
very easy.
Exactly. And one of the tools that if you haven't used it, and I think we talked about this with JoJo, was the block button. That block button, just block them out of the.
You know what? You're right.
Hit that block button and go to their profile and remove them permanently, and you'll never see them, and they'll never see you. That's why we want you to use your personal profile. Use that first to really clean out all the garbage.
Right.
When you go on social media, even my personal friends, I've lost people on my personal Facebook that I had to get rid of, because, man, I was coming out and I was being pulled on. I would come out and try to be as real as I can.
Right.
And my emotions would come out, and they would comment, or they would send me a message to say, "Man, like, I can't believe you do it. Like, you're crazy." It wasn't really, and they didn't even know me. They weren't even my friends. They were not even someone I talked to on a friendship basis.
Right.
They were just coming out of the blue. They were just some random person on my Facebook. So that's why I'm picky on who I have on my Facebook. So that's one of the things we always we have to come back to.
You taught me that early, man, in the groups and when I first started my group and all that. Once that starts to come up, it's good that it comes up. Again, I go back to that. People are going to love you or hate you. I don't care who you are. And once that starts to happen, eliminate them quickly. And that's one thing. Thank you, Ben, for teaching me that early, because that saved me a lot of heartache.
Yeah, it does. That's the whole purpose. We're creating our network of people to help us through our journey, right? So, JoJo, if someone comes at you and whatever, it doesn't really matter. We're always going to support you. It doesn't matter what you believe in now. Whatever you're doing, or whoever our friends in our network that are in our network, we're always going to support and encourage them. We're always going to keep on telling you to go at it and keep doing it and putting yourself out there. And we'll watch how you handle it. And if you have a question on a particular person or whatever, come to us. We'll be happy to give you the right guidance. But at the same time, it's very simple. You can I would say use the emoji app or the GIF
Oh yeah, you do that a lot.
And do something funny and make it humorous, right? Don't argue that you're just feeding into what they want you to do. Is they want you to, because they go that screenshot.
That's what it is.
There's another tool that people use is screenshots. So if you all of a sudden you get a direct message and they say, hey, someone says you suck, and then you start replying, well, you're X and this and you're that, and you start having an argument. Now they can screenshot that conversation.
It makes you look bad.
They can post it and they can say, hey, this guy is this person.
Take it out of context.
And they can cut it up. So don't play into that. Don't play. There's people that are out there doing it. We've seen people we've seen it happen. So
the more you push away from shore, the more haters you're gonna get, man. That's just the way it is. Totally. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, Jojo, I'm glad you brought that up. And that's a big thing once you start getting out in the digital space. I've been trying to do it for years, and I'm doing it a lot more now. But I got to say, I mean, consistently getting those messages, you just got to eliminate them as they come up. So hopefully that's not what this is about. Hopefully here in this group, we're giving you so much support and encouragement, because that's what it takes, not understanding a lot of the things. And when you're putting those things out there to, you know, if nobody's commenting and you get one random person out there just throwing some dirt at you, it's kind of hard to keep moving forward. And we really, I firmly believe, and I know Ben's with me, that moving forward and keep taking action, keep consistently putting your message out there, you will find your success. And maybe the message you're saying today is going to change, you know, as you progress in your business. I know mine has changed as it's gone, but as long as you're there, you're consistent, and you're moving forward, you're going to be fine.
Exactly. Another question we had yesterday, I had a direct message, was from Willow. She was talking about her different platforms. Mm-hmm. She was talking about her Patreon account. She was talking about her Instagram. Trying to get them all working together at the same time. Maddie, is that something that people can do? Where, let's say, for example, I have Twitter, I have Instagram, I have YouTube, I have Facebook, I have Snapchat, I have what else is out there?
You got them all. Nextdoor, LinkedIn. You got them all.
LinkedIn. Can I get
TikTok.
them all working together if I want to do a live stream video, or can I just post one time and they all go on the same? Can I do that?
I wish it was that easy, but the answer is no. But I'm going to tell you why the answer is no is a good answer. Okay. The reason for that is all these plans. I'm going to talk about two in particular, but you can kind of interchange them as you want. But I'm going to talk about Facebook and YouTube. Very similar platforms, both aimed at different types of audiences, right? But they're both social media platforms, right? Putting this same content out over all your channels, you're talking. Let's broaden this a little bit. When you talk about Nextdoor and LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, all those are different audiences. Every single channel has a different audience with a different mindset, right? So the people that are going into YouTube are going in there to actually specifically looking for information. So they're typing something in, and hopefully your videos are coming up. Or Facebook, somebody's just scrolling through, you know, looking for something, wasting some time, enjoying their family, whatever. LinkedIn, they're in their professional mode where they're looking at professional information, Nextdoor, whatever. So it doesn't make sense for you as a content creator to put the exact same message out across all platforms, because you need to approach people differently per platform. And to do that, what I would recommend is starting with just one or two platforms, because it gets too much. I post natively to all my platforms except for Facebook and Instagram, because they're connected. Every single platform that you see me on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's the podcast, whether it's Facebook on my 8 different pages, my groups, my LinkedIn, my Nextdoor, my everything, I post natively to every single one of them. So what you have to do, and I know Ariel just put a note, I need to really know how to keep up with all those platforms. Yes, that is the question of the day. A system is going to help you keep up with it. Okay. So what I've tried to do is in my Trello boards, Trello is a program, an app that I use to keep myself organized. In my Trello boards, I'm building out my Monday board, my Tuesday board, my Wednesday board, all the way across. So I know every single day what post I should do. So if you've been watching me for a minute, you know that every Monday for the past year, whatever, I put out a Monday motivation. You know that about me. And so I know on my calendar, I have a note that says my Monday morning post is my Monday morning motivation. I've got it already set up from the weekend. It's ready to go in, and all I have to do is post it. So what I do is I create a board in Trello called my Monday motivations, and then I have a used Monday motivations. So I put my picture, my copy in there, and then all I do is I copy and paste it right into Facebook on that Monday morning. And I take that. Now, since that's a very generic post, I'm going to post that to my Nextdoor or my LinkedIn. I'm going to post that across everybody because it's just a generic motivational post. But if I'm speaking something specific about Las Vegas, I'm going to say it in a very specific way. If I want to do something behind the scenes, I'm going to do an Instagram story. But if I want to do something a little bit more finished, maybe a Facebook post would be more to my audience's attention. I'm getting a little bit long-winded here, and I'm catching myself doing that. But what I'm trying to tell you is every single platform has a different audience with a different mindset. So it would be about impossible for you to have one just system to post to everything. There's like the Hootsuite out there that are online programs that will help you post to these on a scheduled basis. I think Facebook or Instagram allows you to post a scheduled post as well. I would do it on the platform versus outside the platform because these platforms don't like each other. You know what I mean? The whole goal of these platforms is to get your eyeballs onto them. So they're not going to want to, you notice how YouTube or Facebook allows you to share right to Instagram because they own Instagram. Okay, soon Instagram, in my opinion, is going to be absorbed right into the Facebook platform. That's my belief. That's what I believe. But you can't share it right to YouTube. It's not going to let you because it doesn't want to send you to YouTube. As a matter of fact, when you put your YouTube links in the posts, it actually will get less viewership because it's going to be shown less because it knows it's a YouTube link. So what you need to do is you need to really get scaled down, identify the few platforms that you really want to get ninja with and get really, really good. Set up your system to start rinsing and repeating. Here's the content I got on here. How can I repurpose this to LinkedIn? LinkedIn's a more professional platform, so I would probably have a little bit different voice in that post, but you're going to go there and you're going to change it and you're going to natively post there.
One of the things that I have from my phone site, it goes is a little post that I made was best place for a brand to show their personality, right? You want to show personality. So should we start from the bottom or should I start from the top?
Go from the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, so the one where we want to show personality, because this is the whole point, right? You want to show who you are. You want to show your faith. You want to show your character. You want to show how you express yourself. You want to show if this is what we're pretty much doing. We're expressing ourselves, the individual person that we are. So the lowest one at 27% would be Snapchat. 30% would be LinkedIn. 35% would be Instagram. 40% would be Twitter. And the top two would be YouTube and Facebook. Which I agree, Facebook and YouTube, because
100%
video, yeah.
I'm really surprised that Snapchat is lower than LinkedIn, though. That I'm not a big Snapchat. I never have been. I created one a long time ago. I've never really been on it, but I thought that was a little bit more fun, a little bit more young style kind of thing. So I'm really surprised that's under LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think a lot of it because those pictures. I don't have Snapchat just because it's not something that I've
right.
seen it, and it's not something that where I can say, oh, this is going to work for me. I think because those images disappear after a certain amount of time, they
do. It's 24 hours.
It's kind of more like a movie. LinkedIn for me, I'm going to tell you guys my experience with LinkedIn, and I want to tell you because I did this video a while back ago. So one day I signed up for a LinkedIn account, right? And I didn't know anything about it. You put your information in there, and I put my info in there. And then I saw all of a sudden all these people started populating that I worked with in the past and so forth. And there was a couple of characters in there that were terminated from where I worked at that I know they were fired, right? So I clicked on their name and said, okay, what are these? So just to see what they're up to now, you want to start, you become a private eye.
For sure, it's stalking, right?
Become a private eye, right? And and this person had a particular really negative tone, and they were really, they didn't leave the company on a positive positive set, right? So the next day I got a message from that person. Why are you looking at my profile? I did not know.
You can see
that was someone clicks on your, they'll get a notification that this particular person saw your hit your name. So be careful. That's my warning with you guys. Let's say you be careful what you're clicking on. I just deactivated the account because I didn't think that was like right now I had a purpose for that. So definitely play with them, and if that's what you need to use, then don't use it. Focus on what's working for you the best, where you get the best connections, and that's what I recommend.
That's the best advice.
And I'm having conversations, and every day Maddie's busy, I'm busy with conversations and talking, and we're busy in the DMs and the comments, and I'm having more activity.
And our posting too. I mean, taking these videos offline, creating the posts. I mean, it's very time consuming.
Yes, time consuming. So the more hands you're shaking, the more people you're talking, the better. That's me. You can disagree. But I believe in every single day I'm meeting someone new and having a conversation versus me just posting and here's like Instagram. I don't think Instagram is very. I don't have a lot of conversations on Instagram. Once in a while I do, but it does keep you in mind, right? When you have the stories, when people are checking your. Even when I type a story on my Instagram, very few people read. People do read it, but not as much as like a Facebook post, right? You can see the copy or the heading on top, and it's just an image.
More engagement with it totally on the Facebook side of it versus the Instagram, in my opinion. But I think it really depends on the content at the end of the day, because some people would rather consume a different type of content on Instagram maybe. But being there and being constantly there still is branding, still is keeping you top of mind. So being on the platforms, whether you're active or not, is something that you want to do. Creating your profiles completely is something Ben and I have been working on, trying to document some of these things that we're trying to tell in these lives. And we're actually trying to present that in a way. We're trying to figure that out. But some of those things that you want to do is create these profiles accurately and completely the first time. Get them in there, and then that way you're active across all platforms. Not that you're in them, but that you have a presence. Get comfortable, like Ben said, with a couple of them and get really, really good. We had a lot of people join us today. Nathan just joined in. Thank you very much, Tyson. Exactly. Tyson's in here saying each social platform provides different audiences. 100%. Elric,
right there. There's your nugget.
There it is. Elric was in here totally. Ariel, thank you. Annette, Rick, Lorraine, everybody, thank you so much. Who else was in here? Jojo, Renee. I really appreciate everybody coming in. We had some great information today. Systems came into play today as far as putting your systems together for the posting. It is so hard, and it's going to kill your time if you can't figure out how to systematize your posting. I'm still something that I'm working on. So if you have a great system, I'd love to know about it. Maybe it's going to help me out. I use Trello. I'm trying to create my boards, but maybe you have a great one. Ben, what else did we talk about today?
I think we had everything before we start diving into other things. I think we just have to, here's a good example, right? Like, I'm in martial arts, right? I really focus on jiu-jitsu. I don't have the time to focus. I've done the boxing, the kickboxing, the wrestling. The wrestling's part of it, but I'm not going to learn every other martial arts out there, right? I'm only gonna focus what works for me in that time, and even certain techniques, certain movements. As I get older, as I age, I have to adapt. So here's the thing: as we progress, as we evolve, you're going to get better and better and better.
There you go.
So yeah, it's okay to dabble in different things and try to understand it, and maybe that'll give you a broader perspective of what's happening. But at the end of the day, I mean, who was it? I think Gustavo was last Friday. He talked about Facebook and how a young girl did a interview on him. And he goes, oh, so is this going to be on Facebook? And she kind of laughed at him.
Right.
It was like, because he goes, oh, no, Facebook is only for older people. They were like, whoa. I don't funny, or maybe she was being serious.
There's a lot of those people out there. There's a lot of people out there, but hey, you know what? Facebook is really figuring out how to talk to all audiences, because picking up Instagram as a asset really has broadened their audience base, because I feel they did know they were going to lose that younger segment because they were moving away. They're figuring it out. These guys are smart guys. So, all right.
They got it.
Everybody, thank you for joining us today, Tuesday, Tools, Techs, and Apps. I really appreciate it. We're here Monday through Friday, 7:30. YouTube, we're on Friday on our YouTube Live. Check us out there. You can find me at mattysells.vegas. If you want to find us on our YouTube channel, you want to find us on the BSN Live, you want to find any info about me. If you have some questions, you want to connect with me, I have my calendar on there too. I'd love to connect with each and every one of you. All right. Ben, thank you so much. I appreciate your time today.
I appreciate you. We're going to do it tomorrow. What the F Wednesday?
What the F Wednesday?
Yeah, that's kind of all our headaches, all the things that, all kind of the stuff that's something that's happened to us, our mess ups, right? That happens all the time. We want to share those with you guys, because those are mistakes that we made, and we want to share those with you because we want to save you the headache.
Yep.
And that's okay if you make the same mistake. It's probably going to be a smoother headache, right? I wish somebody would have told me that.
Totally.
I wish somebody would have told me or guided me or said, hey, you know what, Ben, why don't you try it that way, and it would be a little bit smoother. And that's kind of where we're at now. We're definitely going the smoother route.
That's it, totally. And if you're out there and you made a huge mistake and you don't mind sharing it with the world here, and maybe putting you're only making, there's no sense in making a mistake if you don't learn from it. If you can help somebody else learn from it, how awesome is that? So I'm inviting you to come on. I said my one that was always heavy on my mind for the last 20 years. But, anything that you have that can help anybody, we invite you to do that, because that's what we're all about here in this community. So as always, we want to thank you all for joining us. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. And as always, everybody, remember, slay the day.
Slay the day.
Take care, folks. Bye-bye.